Hello, everybody. I think this is live. Yep, there I am. I popped up. It was like all of a sudden it got crazy and it was like it said poor connection and um then it popped back up. So who knows? But we'll see. I think I'm live. It looks like it on the computer. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I cannot get used to it getting dark so early. Hey, Christine. It is just getting so dark so early. I mean, it's 4 o'clock, 4:30, and it's dark. And, as the days get shorter, the way the sun and the earth tilt and all that other stuff, it's even going to be darker at 4. And it's like, whoa, don't like that. Don't like it. But I understand why they do it, because I understand that, early morning. Hi, Margaret. There are kids waiting for the bus and it's dark. And so I understand, but it makes no sense, but we still do it. Years ago, it was for the farmers, but who knows why we keep doing it. Just habit, I guess. Old habits are hard to break. Well, I have a different kind of stamp along tonight. This one is a fancy fold, and it's going to look like it's harder than it really is, but it's not. We'll put the whole thing together and then I will continue and decorate mine. I didn't tell you how to decorate yours, but you'll see how I did mine, but you'll have your card base ready to go and to be decorated. I'm getting excited about convention. I shouldn't say that, it's on stage. I keep calling it convention. It'll always be convention for me, but on stage. So it'll be nice to see what's going to be in the new catalog and to do some planning a little bit for, hey, Renee, for my classes next year. And hopefully they'll have some pretty paper. I'm not too worried about stamp sets and dies because I have quite a bit here, and it's always so hard because things sell out so quickly and then they have trouble getting the dies again. So, hey, Barb, I figure I'll just use the paper and see and I love doing that anyway. I love taking my paper and seeing how I can use it with what I already have. The paper, well, it can be a problem to get, but usually I can get it. So we'll see. And then celebration starts again in the end of January. So we'll have another month and a half, I guess, of celebration. It'll be interesting to see what they have in there. So hopefully it'll be some fun things. Weather was chilly today, but it's going to be in the 70s to the next few days. So it's like crazy weather. It gets chilly at night, but then warm during the day, which is fine. I can pile on the blankets when I go to bed at night. I did put on my electric blanket and plugged it in. I'd had it on the bed, but I didn't have it plugged in. I plugged it in this weekend when I changed the bedding. Oh, excuse me. And I haven't used it yet, and it doesn't look like I'm going to for a few more weeks, but that's fine because I love having it there and knowing that I can get it. I also ordered a heating cooling blanket for my bed, and that came today. So I'll put that on in a couple of weeks so that I have that. And I should be toasty warm at night because I find if I wake up, it's because I'm cold. So I can keep myself warm. So are you ready for some mystery stamp-alongs? Is anybody playing with me tonight? Let me know if you are. Say, I am. If not, that'll be fine. You'll be able to see it and then you can make it and share it with us. But this is a idea I ran across and I went, oh, that's kind of interesting. So I thought it would be fun to try it. So give me a minute to flip this around. Oh, yay, Barb. Okay. All right. I'm going to I'm going to be upside down and then flip it. So just close your eyes if you get dizzy. If you're the type that gets dizzy, because I'm getting ready to move this down. I want to have it up a little bit. All right, let's see. Okay, we've got 2 playing along. Yay! I hope I went the right way with that. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. I went the wrong way. I've got to go that way. There we go. I got it. And I'm not going to mess with it because it never fails. When I mess with it, it's worse. All right, let's see. I'm going to slide this over rather than move my camera. I can never get this. You know what it is? I put my mat right in the middle with my stand, and I have to remember that it's not there. My camera is, where is it at? It's on one of these ends. I don't know where. It's on the end of my thing, so I have to remember that. Okay, so clue 1, I'm going to turn this one on now. It had a glare on it. So clue 1 were all the supplies that you needed. All right, so let's see how much shows up. Okay, got it good. There. All right, you want to take your 1.5 by 5-inch strip of cardstock, and you want to score it at 2.5. So you're scoring it right in the middle. All right. So I'm going to put this at 2.5. All right. And then you're going to fold it and use your bone folder. Now, when you fold this, keep your edges even. All right. And make sure you use your bone folder. Oops, mine's hiding over here. And make sure you get a good crisp fold. Let me know when you have that one. But that's what we have so far. And I'm pulling pieces in so that I have it ready. Excuse me, I have to apologize. I have a tickle. I don't know why. Okay, Barb has it. Okay, waiting on Renee. And that's fine, Renee. Yours wouldn't be 2.5. Yours would be just in half. Whatever half is, Renee. Okay, she's got it. All right. Now, you're going to take the folded strip in half, and you want it to open up like a book. You're going to put glue on the back. So have it open like a book. That's the back. And I said glue. You can use any kind of adhesive. You need something strong. All right. So you're going to put your glue on the back, and then you're going to glue that. I'm going to put that back in there, I think, in the middle of your 4. And this is the largest piece that you have, Renee. Yours is glued into the largest piece. So ours is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to glue that into the middle as close as you can get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, right there. Not bad. All right. And it's even with the edge. So you're gluing it in the middle and making sure that that fold is even on this side. So far, that's what we've got. And I'm going to keep pressing that down. Make sure your panel is in portrait position also. And so that's what we have so far. But I just thought this was a cool idea, and I didn't think it was hard. So when you get it done, let me know. So we've got that. So where are some of the rest of you who are watching from? I know Renee is in Australia. Barb is next door to me. All right. So tell me where the rest of you are from and say hello. Okay. For clue 4, you're going to take your 2 pieces that are 1 by 5 1/4 of pattern paper, and you're going to put 1 on each side of the panel like so. All right. And you want it even top and bottom, and this side, and then this side. Okay, so let's put those on. And I'm using glue. I remembered to order my seal for my holder. It will be here Wednesday. I was like, oh my gosh, I had order came today and I was so excited thinking it was in there. It wasn't. It'll be here Wednesday. All right, so I've got that. Ew, can't pick it up. I'm going to flip this around because it's easier for me to do it this way and look at my spacing. All right. So there's the next one. And when you get it done, say done 3, so I know where I am because I've got, okay, you're both ready, good. All right, now the next thing, we're gonna set that aside, and you're going to take your 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 piece of white, and you wanna stamp your image at the bottom. Excuse me. I am using Flowers of Friendship, and I'm using these images. So I'm going to stamp mine at the bottom. Now, if you don't have your images or what you're going to do, don't worry about it. You can kind of see what's going on. And then I'm going to put a little one down here, like so. And I'm going to pull in my leaves because I'm going to add some leaves. Whoops, that won't work. I need my ink. All right. Now, if you are not stamping on yours because you don't know what you're going to do, this next step, do not do until you've done your leaves. I'm going to put one more here, or not your leaves, but your image stamped at the bottom. Well, okay, there we go. All right, so I've got mine done. All right. Now, if you guys are doing it, just let me know. Or if you're not, just say done. Give me the thumbs up, whatever works for you. But I just kind of stamped mine along the bottom for some interest. Okay. I think you're done. If not, you can catch up. All right, we're going to take this piece of cardstock and we're going to set it in the middle of this piece like so. All right, wait a minute. Whoops, missed this. Add this piece to the middle of the panel that you've made already. It was at the bottom. All right, so this piece gets glued on, and don't glue this on if you're not, if you haven't stamped it. Just weight, and I've kind of tried to center it as best I can. All right, so there's what I have. All right. So far, so good. All right, now I will tell you, I did change my color of cardstock because I had black, and I didn't want to use black again with my paper. Okay. Renee, you about ready, or do I need? I didn't know if you were doing this because you hadn't stamped or what. I know it's harder for you since I put the measurements in here, but I probably should put, and I'll have to remember that next time. Okay, I'll have to remember that next time to put in the centimeter ones. All right, now you should have a piece that's 3 inches by 5.5 inches, and it's a cardstock. You want to set that right in the middle of your panel, like so, and kind of watch your spacing. All right, you want to cover up that white piece. You're going to add glue to this panel, to this piece, this flap, but you don't want to go all the way over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark where I want my glue, and then I'm going to add it to my panel. All right, and I will put a line down here so I have it. And then before I glue it down, I'm going to erase my pencil marks. All right, and then I'm going to, oops. Oh, it slipped on me. That's why. I was like, why did I get off? All right, hold on. I got to get it lined up. There we go. All right, so you're gluing that piece to that flap. All right, let me know when you have that done. And we are almost finished. I'm just going to kind of hold it in place. And I am using a punch circle here. So if there's any glue, well, it's not going to show anyway because we're going to hide it. Okay, everybody's ready? We're going to move on. Take your other piece. You should have one piece of DSP left, and it's a little bit smaller than this one, and you're going to glue it on the front of that panel. Okay. I'm just going to glue it over top of here and center it and wiggle it a little bit. Make sure it's as close to there. Okay. Now, I forgot to cut mine, so I'm going to cut mine real quick. I need another piece of that same paper for the back. So let me, this one will work. 2 7/8 real quick. Actually, I'm going to cut it at 3 by 5.5. All right. Now you're going to take this piece, and I forgot to cut it down. You want to take your second piece and put it on the back. I cut it wrong. I forgot that it's not quite small enough, so I'll cut it down a little bit. All right, so this piece goes on here. So you've kind of decorated both sides. I'm kind of, okay. So now we've got that and that. All right, like so. So both sides are decorated. And then the last thing is to decorate the front panel like any way you would like. So I'm going to take, and you may not have this, so if you want to just watch what I'm doing, that's fine. I'm going to take a piece of Granny Apple Green, and I think this is a retired punch. It's the Starburst punch, but I like to use my punches because it's easier. And for this one, I'm going to stamp the leaves on here for some interest all over. I'm not worried too much about having it even. All right, so I've got that. And then I have some scrap paper, and I'm going to stamp my flowers, one of each. I think I'll do 2 small ones. So I've got that one. I don't know if I'll use them both or not. I've got those stamped, and then I'm going to punch them out. So I need this one here, like so. All right. And then I need, okay, I've got to cut it. If not, I'll be punching through my flower, and I don't want to do that. Oh, let me put my hold on. So I'm going to put this one down here and punch it out. Oops, I have to trim my edge. Can't get it down in there right. All right, come on here. Don't you love this? All right, I need a Post-it note. Can't get it down in there right. Okay, here we go, finally. All right, there's one. Here's my other one. See if I can get this one down in here. Nope, got to trim the edge. I know when you do this, it's kind of hard not knowing what it's going to look like, how to decorate it. So that's why I said if you needed to decorate it later, you can. All right, let me get all my pieces here. All right. And I'm going to put those onto my card base with dimensionals. I said card base, but it's my panel here. And then I'll pull in some gems in the center to give it some bling. All right, let me get my pokey tool. Oh, that one doesn't have one on the back. All right. And I'm not gonna, this is gonna go on here, but I'm not gonna put, I'm gonna put this on flat, just to give it some stability. All right. I'm just gonna put it right in the center. And I didn't put a sentiment on mine. As you very well know, I usually put my sentiment on when I need it, because that way I can use it how I need it. I'm putting my pin back in. All right, let's see. let's put this flower here. This flower I'm going to kind of tuck underneath. And this one I'm going to tuck over here, like so. Now, let me get some, I'm looking for, I've got a bunch of, there it is. I was looking for, I had one on a piece of paper by itself that I wanted to use for my large one, like so. And then I'm going to take 2 medium size. I cut these all up for a kit and then I didn't need them. So I've got all these little tiny pieces with like 2 rhinestones on it. And there's the card. Isn't this a cool layout? I think it's just a cute idea. And open it up and there it is. I thought it was a different one and an unusual one and a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll share your card with us. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Oh, thanks, Christine. Yeah, it's a great fold, isn't it? It's different. And it's, you know, it's the base. You could put a whole piece of DSP here because the one that I saw, that's what they did, is a whole piece. And I went, why? This is going to go over top of it. So I used strips here. And you wouldn't have to put anything here. If you needed more space to write on, you could put a white panel here and you could write in both places. But I think it was a fun fold. And oh, thanks, Renee. I can't wait to see what you guys did. But there it is. So let me flip this around. So hide your eyes. And as I flip this around and turn myself right side up, there we go. All right. So, whoops, camera's up too high. I hope you enjoyed this one. I love finding the fun folds for you that are easy and, you know, showing you some different ones. I run across them all the time. So it's like I just say, oh, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. So now, Thursday night, I will be in the group and I don't know what I'm doing yet. I've got to make my card. I haven't done my card, so I'll do it. But Saturday, I'll be back here. It will be a quick, fast, easy card because of On Stage will be going on at that time. And I do want to do a card for you. So I have one that I think I might do. It's a one-sheet wonder that makes 3 cards with pattern paper. And they're quick and easy, and they're great for large sentiments. So I've got to find something with a large sentiment. I'll have to look at my stamps and see what I can find. All right, ladies, thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you came in. I'm glad I could give you a good idea. I can't wait to see what you do. Make sure you share it. And those of you who are still here, go back and look at my video from Saturday and comment and share it because I've got cards to give away. Have a great evening, guys. Bye.